And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to just to the south of Huntsville in Montgomery at Lake Creek High School for this regular season finale as the Huntsville Hornets take on the Lake Creek Lions this evening on Lake Creek Senior Night. Huntsville looking to be the spoilers and, more importantly, secure the number 2 seed out of District 17-5A in a much more favorable playoff spot in the 17-5A playoffs. Advancing to the postseason for the first time in 3 years is Jay Oliphant and the Huntsville Hornets. As we welcome you courtside, I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Glad to have you with us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and the KSAM YouTube channel. Hornets coming off of a big 98-62 win over the Brian Rudder Rangers on Friday night. They did not relent in that ball game against the team at the bottom of District 17-5A. And it'll be interesting to see if Huntsville can manage that again tonight and set themselves up for great success in the postseason. Got a lot of great play out of several different stars, and really the one that has blossomed as of late for the Hornets has been Shiloh Jones, the linebacker for Huntsville football. Hadn't played much during the regular season, but he comes in last Tuesday night against A&M Consolidated, puts up 16 points, and plays absolutely electric. Big minutes for him coming off the bench in place of an injured Jabari Washington, who, by the way, is active for this ball game as you see him dunk that basketball right there. He is good to go for this regular season finale, his final regular season game amongst all the other seniors on this Huntsville squad. So the Hornets coming up here against Lake Creek, trying to take care of business on the road and try to cruise themselves into the postseason for the first time in 3 years. We look at the District 17-5A standings. 1 seed already locked up, district championship for the Brenham Cubs. Their season already has come to an end, finishing 11-1 in district play, 25-8 in their overall record. What's at stake tonight? Lake Creek trying to get a win against Huntsville. That could potentially force a play-in game to decide who would get the 2, who would get the 3, and who would be on the better side of the bracket in 5A Division II amongst these two teams. Montgomery, they are not quite secure yet at the 4 seed as A&M Consolidated sits a game behind them. Montgomery at 5-6, A&M Consolidated at 4-7. Montgomery is at College Station tonight, and then for A&M Consolidated, I'll get that pull up for you here really quick. A&M Consolidated, I believe, they are at Rutgers, so Montgomery has to take care of their business tonight if they want to backdoor their way into the postseason. The last time these two teams faced each other was back in January 17th, where Huntsville won at home 69-53. They did a great job just clamping down on Lake Creek scores, playing the electric defense that they have been able to just make so potent over this, really over the last couple of years, especially for the older guys on this squad. And the big thing for Huntsville tonight, they'll lean to that senior leadership. It'll be Savion Conte coming off the bench, Aiden Pearson, their starting shooting guard, along with Jabari Washington, their senior post player. Shiloh Jones coming off the bench as well. They'll look to that experience to carry them through this ball game tonight. But as we've seen through this year, the young guns, we like to call them, they have stepped up big on both sides of the ball. Jordan Ennis at the point guard position, only a sophomore. He's definitely got a bright future with this team. Chris Ricino, another sophomore who comes up and plays that 2 position. He has been stellar. And they get Brett Butler back next year, the sharpshooter from 3. So a lot of pieces for this Hornet team that could start to build what we would call a dynasty in Huntsville, trying to help this team return to form what they were a couple of years ago. And I know that's on the mind of Jay Oliphant, Dre Murray, Tori Oliphant, and Kawan Smith as well. All right, time to go to our coaches convo. Spoke with Jay Oliphant prior to the start of this one. We'll talk to him, take a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more for you from Lake Creek High School in Montgomery. Welcome back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on KSAM's YouTube channel as we get ready for this regular season finale, Huntsville and Lake Creek. Coach, you know you're in the postseason, but seeding still yet to be determined. Just some thoughts going to this ball game after your guys really laid the smackdown on Rudder last Friday.
We just come out with the same energy. I thought we played pretty well Friday. We need to carry that on into tonight.
And then looking at this ball game, just some guys you're going to be looking to just step up big in this last tune-up before you look ahead to the postseason.
We want all of them playing well. I thought Friday night we did a good job by getting contributions from a little bit of everybody. We want that going into the playoffs. We want tonight everybody to participate and have a good time and contribute.
Jabari Washington didn't play in the last game against Rudder. Just his status for this ball game tonight.
Yeah, he was battling a calf strain from last Tuesday's game, and he kind of rested up last week, but he should be ready to go today.
Okay, and then a couple last things for you. Just to come into a place where that's their senior night and they're going to want to send their seniors out on a high note. How do you manage the atmosphere and just keep the guys focused on your game plan?
Well, we want to come out and get on top of them early. I think take the crowd out of it, take the momentum out of it. I know it's going to be kind of an emotional game for them, so we want to come in and punch them early and keep punching them and get out here with a win.
All right, Coach, that's all I got.
All right, thank you.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Hello folks, this is Lance Williams, Associate Pastor at Faith Baptist Church. Are you looking for a place to learn more about God? If so, come see us. Sunday school starts at 9:45 a.m. with our service beginning at 10:45 a.m. Sunday night prayer meeting at 6 p.m. We also serve a meal Wednesday evening beginning at 6 p.m. with Bible study following at 7 p.m. All are welcome, so come see us. Faith Baptist Church, Riverside, 1301 FM 405. Go Hornets!
Folks, this is Frank Oliveris, Marine Corps veteran and owner of Frank's Tackle Station and Cafe, Riverside, Texas. Come on out to Frank's, where we welcome you like family and invite you to try some of our favorites, like the Frank's Bacon Cheeseburger, Brisket Kojo Taco, Chicken Fried Steak, Baked Potatoes, and more. At Frank's, there is something on the menu for the whole family. Frank's, the home of the loaded train, offers dine-in or carry-out. We are open Monday through Saturday, or call in your order at 936-594-8139. See you soon, and as always, we love you in Christ Jesus.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier and currently hold the world's record in the calf roadman.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on the KSAM YouTube channel. Huntsville versus Lake Creek tonight to close out the 2024-2025 regular season before we look ahead to the 5A Division II playoffs for both the Huntsville Hornets and the Lake Creek Lions. Should be a good matchup tonight. It's Lake Creek senior night. They're going to be on. They just honored all of their seniors on the floor a few moments ago. Should set up for a very good matchup to close out the season. The Hornets have already gotten one on Lake Creek. The goal for them tonight, get another one, and you secure yourself a really favorable spot in the postseason. Dropping Lake Creek to the 3. Brenham already locking up the district title a couple of weeks ago with the way they have performed through this season, even though Huntsville was the only team that put a blemish on Brenham's district record earlier in district play. These two teams going through their final warm-ups on the court. And then they'll head to their benches. We'll have the national anthem for you here in just a moment, and then we will get things started. as Huntsville, again, after a 3-year drought, find themselves back in the postseason. That's been a goal that Jay Oliphant and his staff have had throughout that drought. Find a way back to the postseason. Some woes last season kept them out of the picture. Maybe it was the new change of scenery, moving to a new district of teams that they hadn't seen in district play in quite a while. And it's opened the door for the Hornets to play at such an elite level and match up with some of the best out of District 17. 5A, they got one more test tonight. One more chance for these seniors to make a lasting impact in a regular season game before they look ahead to the postseason. That'll start coming up next week. It's Huntsville versus Lake Creek this evening in Montgomery on a cold and rainy night in southeast Texas. And we're glad you're spending it with us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We're going to step aside for a moment, let the national anthem play, and then we'll get things started here in just a few moments.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lake Creek High School for tonight's basketball matchup between the Huntsville Hornets and your Lake Creek Lions. At this time, would you please rise? We ask you please put your hats as we honor the performance of our national anthem.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station. This broadcast is copyrighted by KSAM Sports for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transitions or counts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. The following is a presentation of KSAM Sports.
On a cold and stormy night in southeast Texas, we welcome you to Lake Creek High School in Montgomery. This broadcast on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network presented by Wiesner of Huntsville. Regular season finale tonight as Huntsville looks to topple Lake Creek, pick up their second win of the season against the Lake Creek Lions. Hello friends, I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Glad to have you with us on this Tuesday evening. Hope you have been enjoying your day so far. I know it's been cold, I know it's been rainy, but we're going to keep you nice and toasty for this one tonight as these teams are going to bring the heat, to say the least. Senior night for Lake Creek and for the Hornets, trying to send this season, regular season, off on a high note, and the great play that they have had through district play, it ought to be a good one this evening, and we're glad to have you joining us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. I want to remind you tonight's video broadcast is being presented in 2K Quad HD with a 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. Starters on the floor for both sides. You see Huntsville rolling with the likes of Jordan Ennis, Aiden Pearson, Jabari Washington, Brett Butler, and Chris Ricino to get things going here this evening, as Butler will meet Jay McShann at center court. McShann flanked out there by the Puckett twins, Cody and Caden, along with Axel Anderson And I'm trying to see who that last one is right over here by Chris Risano. Either way, we'll get that for you in a moment. But our officials are onto the floor, and we are ready for this one tonight. Hornets go right to left. Lake Creek goes left to right. Hornets in the rock and green. The Lions are in the home white jerseys. And it's time for the regular season finale. But first, it is an illegal tip, and we will send it to Lake Creek to start this ball game. The other starter for them, Holton Caltabiano, be the one to inbound for Lake Creek to get this ball game off and rolling. And here we go. Lake Creek under the direction of head coach Scott Peak. Jay Oliphant on the other side for the green and white. It's in the hands of Axel Anderson. Drives left wing, poked from Jabari Washington, and you know what he's about to do. He'll throw it down. And a good start for the Hornets on an early turnover for Lake Creek. And a whistle and a foul is called on Huntsville. We'll see who it is charged to. Beyond number 0, Jordan Ennis. He picks up his first. And Lake Creek 7-4 out of District 17 5A. Huntsville 8-3. As Caltabiano will get ready to inbound near side. It's Anderson with the basketball. Sophomore guard for Lake Creek as the offense goes in motion. 7:25 left to go in the first, and we've got a whistle and a foul. It'll be an illegal screen charge to Cody Puckett. For Puckett, that is his first. And the team's first as well. So an early 2-0 tilt for the Hornets. And Ennis will bring it up for the green and white. Ennis going to work, finds Risano far corner, and now back up top, reverse Pearson, and they keep the ball around the perimeter, looking for something open. Ennis with a fake to the right, drives to the circle, finds Butler, and now back to Pearson. Pearson behind the back, stepping back, nothing there. Skips it to Risano, far side, good defense Lake Creek. Tried to skip it to Butler, but it is turned over into the hands of Caden Puckett. And the three the other way for Lake Creek, that will miss off the heel. Butler with the rebound. Lob to Risano. Good fancy move, can't finish. Washington fighting for the ball. It's on the deck, and Huntsville hangs on to it with Ennis. Now he had it poked from behind by McShann. And a timeout called by Jay McShann. 30-second timeout. So we will keep things right here. It gives us an opportunity to remind you that this broadcast of Huntsville Hornets basketball is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford, Noble, Just Good Deals, and by AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility, and by Frank's Taco Station in Riverside, Country Kitchen, tacos, and more. We can't thank our wonderful sponsors enough for all the great work that they do week in and week out to support Huntsville Hornet Athletics. If you're just tuning in, an early 2-0 tilt for the Huntsville Hornets over Lake Creek in this regular season finale. My name's Carlos Zimmermann with you on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Part of a full day for Huntsville Hornet Athletics. Lady Hornet softball kicking off their regular season tonight against Shepherd. District play continuing for both the soccer teams at Huntsville High as well. And congrats to LaToya Bennett and the Lady Hornets, winning in the bi-district round last night over Splendora 59-30. They advance on to the area round. Turnover for Lake Creek. Puts it back in the hands of Huntsville. Turnover there for Axel Anderson. Risano with a drive, swings away back out for Ennis. Now Pearson will go to work. Ennis steps inside to the corner for Butler. His three, got it. And the sharpshooter gets things going early. 5-0 Huntsville, 6:08 to play in the first on the game clock. Anderson looking for an option, finds McShann. He's on Washington, and now back to Anderson. Nothing inside so far for Lake Creek. Straightaway three, Axel Anderson misses off the heel. Washington fighting for the rebound, but McShann with it. And it'll be a holding foul on Chris Risano. Risano will be charged his first. That'll be the team's second. 5:47 to play in the first. Huntsville 5, Lake Creek 0. McShann on the far side, driving baseline. Underneath the basket, goes to the corner. It's Puckett to Puckett. Driving to the rack, blocked away by Washington that time was Caden Puckett. Jabari Washington doing all the work so far in his first game back after missing the last 2 district games. Well, played a little bit in the A&M Consolidated game before going down with that calf that Jay Oliphant talked about, and then not playing against Rudder. Looks like he has not missed a beat. Anderson, as the shot for Caltabiano won't go. It's poked from behind for Washington. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lake Creek. 5:30 to play in the first. Huntsville 5, Lake Creek 0. If you're just dialing in on the KSAM YouTube. If you are watching the ball game tonight, let us know in the comments where you are watching this ball game from. We'd love to hear from you, and you get a shout out on the air. So let us know. Pearson to Washington to Risano. He'll look to drive, and the layup won't go. Put back Risano, yes, and the basket plus a foul. Foul will be on number 24, Axel Anderson, it looks like. That will be his first. Actually, no, they're going to charge that to Cody Puckett, so he's quickly picked up his second. Risano, the bonus free throw. Got the roll off the front and back, and it's an 8-0 lead early for Huntsville here in Montgomery. Caden Puckett with the basketball. Nearly lost it. Pearson with good defense. Up top for McShann. Backdoors it to Puckett, and the easy does it layup for Cody Puckett. Opens the scoring for Lake Creek. Inside 5 minutes, and it's 8-2. And Huntsville beat Lake Creek by 16 in the last matchup back at Paul Bowen. Pearson trying to direct traffic. The offense not showing much motion as Risano pumps, drives inside. Good shot fake, layup no, put back no. Got a third effort here for Risano. He is triple teamed underneath. Butler will slow the pace and get it back out to Pearson. Pearson cleared on a screen from Washington. He'll pull up a triple. That one off the front and back, and the rebound, Caltabiano. Caltabiano poked away by Risano, but it is last touch by Chris, and it will remain with the Lions. Substitution will take Cody Puckett out of the ball game, and it will bring Jeremiah McShann into the ball game. This is an interesting thing with Lake Creek. 2 identical twins, and then 2 sets of brothers, the McShanns and the Pucketts. The Pucketts being the identicals. Axel Anderson thought about the 3, steps inside, working against Ennis, spinning around, nice play. Driving inside, Axel Anderson. And it's trimmed the lead to 4 for Huntsville with 3:57 remaining in the first. Pearson wanted the 3, and now not certain what was called right there. Either way, the stoppage of play keeps it with the Hornets. Oh, the clock wasn't moving. Understood. Pearson wants to go to work. Missed the 3 a moment ago, but dumps it for Risano. Lost the handle of it, but got it back. Ennis stepping back free throw line. That pass was partially blocked. And it's Jeremiah McShann with the rebound. Big time block there for Caltabiano. 3:30 to play. Huntsville 8, Lake Creek 4 in this first. Anderson pumps. Finds Jay McShann for 3. That's in and out. Rebound, Washington. Pearson weaving through Lake Creek traffic. An offensive foul is called, as that'll be a charge on Pearson. That one drawn by Caden Puckett. For Pearson, his first, team's third. 3 minutes and change left in this first. 8-4 Huntsville. Getting out to that 8-0 run to start the ball game, but Lake Creek starting to find some juice. Jeremiah McShann with a drive, finds his brother Jay. Looking for Caden Puckett. Long 3 off the front. Offensive rebound, Jay McShann. Floater, that won't go either, and Washington wrestles the board. Ennis stepping through, finds Pearson in the corner. His triple, that one short. Rebound Anderson. Poke from behind, though. Caroms to Caltabiano. McShann to McShann. Right post, dump it inside. Coltobiano stripped. No, a foul. Chad Johnson, who just checked in on the last dead ball, is going to be called for the foul. The first on Chad and the team's fourth. And that will put Holden Coltobiano at the free throw line. 6'3" junior here at Lake Creek, and it's one of the top scorers in the district this season. He's at the line for two. First one is pure. 2.5 on the game clock, and it's 8-5 in favor of Huntsville, but Lake Creek, if Coltobiano knocks down this next free throw, makes it a 2-point affair as Savion Conte has entered the ball game. He is on for Ennis. And we have a quick stoppage here as one of the McShanns, Jay, getting his shoe tied. And Coltobiano back to the line. Got them both. And it's a 2-point lead. Chad Johnson, the junior guard, to bring it across from the near side, looking to his offense. Pearson wants to get going. Runner off the front and back. Conte fighting for the rebound. Pearson runs it down, but then lost it off his own leg. So getting the hands back to the Lions it goes, and they have a chance to tie or take the lead with a three. They haven't made from long range yet tonight. As Anderson finds Coltobiano, nothing on the back door. Poke from behind by Ricino. Coltobiano, though, runs it down. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Huntsville 8, Lake Creek 6. Coltobiano calls for the screen from McShann. Here it is. Ricino, good read on that one as Jay McShann nearly lost it. He'll step into the lane. His little floater, count it, and we're tied at 8. Johnson had it poked away, driving to the basket. Coltobiano trying to go the whole way, but they're going to call a foul on Washington. And that is going to put Lake Creek into the bonus. And Washington whistled for his first. Minute 29 remaining in the first, and Holden Coltobiano back to the free throw line as he misses the first. Jordan Ennis and Shiloh Jones into the ball game as Jones gets into the action for the first time tonight. Ennis comes on for Pearson. Coltobiano couldn't knock down the first after going perfect his last trip. He will miss both. Jay McShann with the save, and Axel Anderson runs it down. A bounce to McShann. Layup, no. Put back, no. Still won't go, and Huntsville finally corrals it. Missed opportunity for Lake Creek. So we remain tied at 8. Skip to the corner, Johnson. Mix of the young and the old out on the floor right now for the Hornets as Ennis finds Johnson, pulls up, a partially blocked three. That one will go to Caden Puckett, second block for the Lions. Keeps us tied at 8, inside a minute to play. Caden Puckett with the basketball. Not in any hurry to send this offense in motion. It's interesting if Lake Creek's trying to hold for the last shot of the quarter. What has been a defensive showcase. That's exactly what Lake Creek's doing. They are keeping it well outside the perimeter. Now it's in the hands of Anderson, and it is now back to Caden Puckett. They'll get it to Coltobiano, as they are going to hold for the final possession. Taking off 40 seconds of that first quarter. Coltobiano finds McShann. Anderson, left wing triple, off the front and back. Ricino fighting for the rebound. Can't hang on to it. McShann at the buzzer. Off the heel, but a foul is called. What are they going to say here? After discussion, they're going to say no foul. As Jay McShann wants free throws. I think what they're going to say is inadvertent whistle. And that is going to make it an 8-8 ball game. We'll take a break for 30 seconds. Huntsville 8, Lake Creek 8. Be back in 30 on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
And we welcome you back here to Montgomery and Lake Creek High School on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Defensive showcase in that first. We averaged a point a minute in that first quarter. Defense playing well on both sides, but Lake Creek finding some juice there. It was really the tale of halves of a quarter. Huntsville dominated the first 4 minutes, and then it was Lake Creek for the final 4 minutes. Bring us back to where we started, tied up, but this time at 8-8. I'm Carlos Zimmermann with you tonight from Lake Creek on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Glad to have you with us, wherever you may be. As we're into the second quarter of action, and it is Huntsville basketball. Ennis wants to go to work, goes behind the back, dumps it back to Pearson, pumps, and a drive. Nothing there. Out to Butler. He'll step inside. Skip to the corner. Risano, extra pass. Ennis, body bump, but had it stripped away by Jeremiah McShann. Again, going into that second quarter, they thought a foul was called. That would have put Jay McShann at the free throw line for 3 free throws, but they wave it off. Anderson's three. That one's pure. And 11 straight points for Lake Creek to give them their first lead of the night. Risano to answer. In and out. Washington the rebound. And they're going to call a pushing foul on Washington, trying to corral that rebound. It will go back to Lake Creek. For Washington, that is going to be foul number 2 on him. So back to Lake Creek, who's knocked down 11 straight points on the green and white, trying to respond here. Axel Anderson across. Just hit the big 3 a moment ago to give him 5 points on the night. Caltabiano pumps, drives, lost it. Turnaround floater, well, short and air ball. And the rebound, Ennis. Quickly up ahead to Pearson as he runs it down behind the back. Skips to the corner, Risano, extra pass. Butler, his triple. That won't go. And another foul called on Huntsville, and all of a sudden, Jabari Washington's picked up his 3rd. They're going to call back-to-back pushes for Washington, and that is going to pull the senior postman out of the ball game and bring in his backup, Savion Conte. There's the big man, Owen Melanson. McShann on the far side, finds his brother, Jay. Tried to bounce at the Caltabiano. Risano tried to pickpocket him. They got back on defense, and a bounce to Jay McShann. Back to Caltabiano. 6:24 remaining in the second. Lake Creek up 3, 11-8 in this regular season finale. Dump inside, Jay McShann. He left it short. Ball is out of bounds. Last touched by Owen Melanson, and it will send it to Huntsville. And a tipped pass for Lake Creek on another turnover for the Hornets. McShann to McShann. It's in the hands of Jeremiah. Driving left elbow, turned away by Risano. Turnaround jumper off to the right, and Pearson rips it off the glass. He wants to push the issue. Flips it to Risano. Pump fake the 3, had it stripped, but got it back. Driving to the basket, Risano easy does it with the layup, and Risano with 5 points ends the drought for the Hornets. A drought that lasted of nearly 7 minutes of play. 11-10, Huntsville down 1. Caltabiano, step back, well short, just kissing off the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. That is last touched by Lake Creek, and he gets it back to the green and white. Couple subs for the Lions brings William Lyles, another senior, onto the floor, along with Caden Puckett. That puts Caltabiano and Melanson to the bench. On the floor for the Hornets, it's Ennis, Pearson, Butler, Conte, and Ricino. Ennis, he wants a three to get the lead back. Won't go. Ricino, offensive rebound, underneath. And the layup goes. Chris Ricino leading the way with 7 points and a chance for the Hornets to build some juice back as they retake the lead by 1. And a poke away, Ricino having a first half and then some. Timeout, Lake Creek. Ricino with 9 points. 4 straight to get Huntsville back in front by 3. 30-second timeout gives us a chance to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that this broadcast of Huntsville Hornets basketball is presented by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line, and is brought to you in part by Faith Baptist Church of Riverside. Faith Baptist is a growing church in Riverside, Texas, off FM 405, full of love and the Holy Spirit. Good crowd on hand for the Huntsville Hornets tonight, enjoying this one. Lots of faces in the house. Got a former Bearcat in the house. Well, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. Alyssa Fielder, former Huntsville Hornet, and a standout on the Huntsville and Sam Houston volleyball team. For the 4 years she was wearing the orange and white, and also in the house tonight, just saw him walk in. Devondre Sweat, the former Texas Longhorn and now Tennessee Titan, and of course, the longtime Huntsville Hornet. He's in the house taking this one in as well. Good to see T back in Southeast Texas. Get ready to return to play. We've got 4:48 remaining in the second. Huntsville up 14-11. The storyline in this one so far, Jamari Washington not in the game right now. He's got 3 fouls, as in the second quarter he was called for back-to-back pushing fouls. So that's what has him out of the game right now, and Conte in the ball game for the Hornets. I am not certain what they're trying to discuss here. One of our officials chatting with Tori Oliphant to get some clarification, but whatever it was, we play on. Lake Creek back with the basketball with Caden Puckett, Axel Anderson, the McShands, Jeremiah and Jay, and the other Puckett too in Cody Puckett. And a throwaway for Lake Creek as the press for Huntsville pays dividends. Ennis spinning around, floater short. Ennis trying to get it back, but wrestled away by Jay McShann. Anderson finds Jeremiah McShann, looking for an option. Finds Jay, nearly poked from behind by Ricino, who's having a great first half. Anderson with the Lions down 3. It's McShann the trade, a tie, won't go. His brother gets it back, dumps it inside for McShann, but it's blocked by Conte. But Ricino is poked from behind, and it gets back to Lake Creek. Halfway through the second, Hornets up 3. Caden Puckett for the 3 in the corner, well long. Conte pushing it across half court. What a find to Ennis into the corner, Pearson. Whoa, good patience, Pearson. Reverse, yes! Beautiful bucket, Aiden Pearson for his first points of the ball game. And the lead back to 5 for the Hornets. And the answer on the other end for Lake Creek, Jeremiah McShann. He's now got 4 for the Lions. Ricino trying to stay hot. Looks for Butler, he's got him. Got it up top for Conte. Stepping through, finds Pearson. Triple, yes! And another timeout. This one, though, called by Huntsville. We'll see, it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. 3 minutes to go in the second. Pearson with back-to-back buckets for the Hornets to extend their lead out to 6. He's got 5 points. Ricino with 9. Brett Butler with 3 and Washington with 2. But it's been the Ricino show, but Pearson's starting to heat up. And if you let him heat up, he is going to wreak havoc. That is what he has done really his entire career. Wearing the green and white. The younger sibling to the aforementioned Alyssa Fielder, who's here tonight with her family. As it'll be Lake Creek ball out of the timeout. Holden Caltabiano checks back into the ball game. He joins the Pucketts. And Axel Anderson and Jay McShann on the floor, down 6. McShann looking for an option. Finds Caden Puckett, thought about the 3, back to McShann. Skips to the other side for Cody Puckett. Puckett weaving through traffic, layup, counted and the basket. Plus the foul. They're going to get Brett Butler for that one. For Brett, that is going to be his first, team's third. No fouls whistled on Lake Creek in this second quarter. And that will put Cody Puckett at the free throw line for the bonus free throw. Ends the drought for Lake Creek of just under 3 minutes as the free throw won't go and Pearson rips it off the window. Huntsville breaks the press. Here's Chadrick Rogers, his first touches in the ballgame tonight. 2:22 to play in the second as Ennis finds Pearson. Heat check. That one off the heel, and the Carams out to Caden Puckett. Lake Creek only down 4 now. Trying to make it 1, and they do with a triple from Cody Puckett. He's now got 7. And the lead down to 1 for Huntsville. Pearson to Rogers, inside to Butler. Pump faked it, dumped inside for Conte, and it's stolen away. $1:48 left in the second as Anderson swings it out for another 3, off the window for Caden Puckett. And Lake Creek back in front by 2. Ennis swings it, Rogers trying to tie the game back up. Instead, kicks to the corner, and it's an offensive foul as Rogers drove to the lane and Cody Puckett drew it. For Rogers, his first, and the team foul number 4 on Huntsville. We'll pull Rogers out of the game and bring Ricino back in after he got some rest. So back and forth we go here in Montgomery. Lake Creek 21, Huntsville 19, 1:26 left in the second. A lot of ball still to be played here tonight, but Lake Creek showing some moxie on their senior night. Caltabiano deep in this backcourt right now, needs to get it across the timeline, and he does. He'll try to go the whole way. It won't go. Putback won't go either, but now a foul from behind. And it's on Ricino. Ricino's second. That's going to put Jay McShann at the free throw line. It is 2 shots as the basket did not count. For Jay McShann, scoreless so far tonight. And it won't stay that way for long as he knocks down the first. The lead out to 3 now for Lake Creek with 1:10 remaining in the second. And he'll once again bend down to tie his shoes. Now we can get back to going. Another one for McShann, he got them both. Lead balloons to what it's been its biggest tonight for Lake Creek to 4. Nearing the 1-minute mark, Huntsville trying to put the foot back on the gas pedal. Pearson, a bounce to Conte, now to Ennis. Steps back, Pearson pumps. Working against one of the Pucketts, he finds Ennis. Back to Pearson, good ball movement, triple. Off the front and back, rebound McShann. Anderson nearly lost it, and I think what Lake Creek's going to do once again, they're going to just try and bleed some of this clock out to the end of the period. Lake Creek already up 4. Huntsville trying to go to work. Make the adjustments at halftime as it looks like they'll likely find themselves down. Caden Puckett to the rack. Won't go, but a foul. Well, you get those calls here at home. Fouls on Butler. His second, team 6th. Well, at least it'll give Huntsville one shot at the final possession. And 2 shots here for Caden Puckett. First one pure for Lake Creek and their biggest lead of the night. Puckett rims in and out on the second. Pearson with a rebound. Chance for the Hornets to at least cut it to within single possessions here for Lake Creek. Risato, who's had the hot hand this first half. Travel. .9 for Lake Creek. Altaviano looking for an inbound. Got it to Anderson, but he lost it. Ennis gets it back, looks up, 3 at the horn. It's short, and that'll do the half. So Huntsville finds themselves down 5 going to the halftime break. Some frustration for them, but they'll look to adjust. 24-19 Lake Creek here in the season finale on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Halftime is next.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Hello folks, this is Lance Williams, Associate Pastor at Faith Baptist Church. Are you looking for a place to learn more about God? If so, come see us. Sunday school starts at 9:45 a.m. with our service beginning at 10:45 a.m. Sunday night prayer meeting at 6 p.m. We also serve a meal Wednesday evening beginning at 6 p.m. with Bible study following at 7 p.m. All are welcome, so come see us. Faith Baptist Church, Riverside, 1301 FM 405. Go Hornets!
Folks, this is Frank Oliveris, Marine Corps veteran and owner of Frank's Tackle Station and Cafe, Riverside, Texas. Come on out to Frank's, where we welcome you like family and invite you to try some of our favorites, like the Frank's Bacon Cheeseburger, Brisket Kojo Taco, Chicken Fried Steak, Baked Potatoes, and more. At Frank's, there is something on the menu for the whole family. Frank's, the home of the loaded train, offers dine-in or carry-out. We are open Monday through Saturday, or call in your order at 936-594-8139. See you soon, and as always, we love you in Christ Jesus.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf roadman.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network on the KSAM YouTube channel. At the halftime break here in Montgomery, Lake Creek with a 24-19 advantage here at halftime. It has been quite the first half for Lake Creek, and really for both teams in general, as it just went back and forth in that first half. But Lake Creek finding some juice there at the last bits of the second. Turnover in the waning moments got it a chance for Huntsville to try and at least make it a one-possession game, but for the moment they find themselves down 5, trying to rally back. It was a first half for Chris Risano. 9 of the 19 points, they come from him in this ball game. He has played an excellent ball game, to say the least, so far here tonight, trying to keep this up in the second half. Coming up, he's got 9 points. Pearson, he's got 5 right now for the Hornets, 3 for Brett Butler, and 2 for Jamari Washington, who picked up 3 fouls in that first half, so his play was limited after 2 really just odd calls, calling on the push-off to try and corral the offensive rebound, but the Hornets weren't the benefactors of that, and so Washington on the bench right now with 3 fouls. They've had to look to Savion Conte and Shiloh Jones to try and pick up some of the areas on the forward positions, but the other thing, too, is Huntsville committed a lot of fouls in that first half. 3 for the Washington, as I mentioned, 2 right now for Brett Butler and Chris Risano, and 1 each for Pearson, Chadrick Rogers, and Chad Johnson as well, to give the Hornets 10 fouls in that first half. They're going to have to try and clean that up in the second half if they want to come away with a win. On the other side for Lake Creek, it's Cody Puckett, the leading scorer right now, with 8 points in this ball game so far. Axel Anderson right behind him with 5, 4 for Cody's brother Caton, 4 as well for Jeremiah McShann, 2 for Jay McShann, and 2 for Holden Caltabiano. So the Hornets have done a good job limiting the star power of Lake Creek to an extent. They've had to rely on the guard play, has Scott Peak and the Lake Creek Lions. So we'll see how the second half will transpire. Then again, the Hornets just need to adjust, clean up some of the mistakes they made in that first half, and they should come away with a win to avoid a play-in game later this week against Lake Creek to see who would get a more favorable spot in the playoffs. However, for Huntsville, a win tonight all but secures them the number 2 spot out of District 17 5A and sets themselves up for good matchups coming up in the postseason. Their first ever run to the postseason since 2022. So it's been a long time coming for the Hornets to get to the postseason, but they look to close out the season on a high note. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half. Lake Creek 24, Huntsville 19 on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Folks, this is Frank Oliveris, Marine Corps veteran and owner of Frank's Tackle Station and Cafe, Riverside, Texas. Come on out to Frank's, where we welcome you like family and invite you to try some of our favorites, like the Frank's Bacon Cheeseburger, Brisket Kojo Taco, Chicken Fried Steak, Baked Potatoes, and more. At Frank's, there is something on the menu for the whole family. Frank's, the home of the loaded train, offers dine-in or carry-out. We are open Monday through Saturday, or call in your order at 936-594-8139. See you soon, and as always, we love you in Christ Jesus.
Hello folks, this is Lance Williams, Associate Pastor at Faith Baptist Church. Are you looking for a place to learn more about God? If so, come see us. Sunday school starts at 9:45 a.m. with our service beginning at 10:45 a.m. Sunday night prayer meeting at 6 p.m. We also serve a meal Wednesday evening beginning at 6 p.m. with Bible study following at 7 p.m. All are welcome, so come see us. Faith Baptist Church, Riverside, 1301 FM 405. Go Hornets!
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm no bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, as you get a look at some of the Huntsville faithful joining us here this evening. You see Alyssa Fielder, as we talked about her earlier on. She's enjoying this one tonight, hoping that her younger brother, Aiden Pearson, and the Hornets can try and come away with a victory tonight and cap off what has been an excellent season for the green and white on this one tonight, as the teams are going to be going through some of their final warm-ups on the floor, and that will set things up for this third quarter of play. Waiting to see which way this is going to go. Possession arrow is currently off on the floor right now, but if I'm looking ever so slightly at that little buzzer there, as okay, I think they must have heard me here, Damien. They must have heard me, as they're now fixing the possession arrow on that far side. I believe it is going to be Huntsville basketball coming out of the quarter break. And Jay Oliphant's going to be looking to go aggressive out of this gate, getting Jabari Washington back into the ball game with his 3 fouls, knowing that he's going to have to be mindful, because when you get 5, you are done. So he's got to be careful here in this second half if the Hornets want to come away with the victory, and they're going to need their senior post player to be playing good here in this second half. As the clock continues to wind out, looks like it'll be the starters on both sides that will come back out on the floor. Lake Creek up 5, and it looks like it will indeed be Hornet basketball coming out of the quarter break. And I think for Huntsville here, something that Jay Oliphant said in our pregame talk, they wanted to get out to a hot start and set the tone early, which they did. They're going to need to do that here in the second half. Off we go for the third quarter of play. Ennis with the ball. The Hornets now going left to right. He finds Pearson. Double teamed is Pearson. A big skip to Butler in the corner. Pump fake the 3, keeping his footing, and a body bump foul is going to be called on Cody Puckett. And Cody Puckett has picked up his 3rd personal foul. Baseline out of bounds play coming up for Huntsville. Jordan Ennis to trigger it. He'll throw it way back out for Pearson. Uses that driving downhill very well, but he'll dump it off for Ennis. Body bumped. Looking for an option. It's Butler, or rather Ricino. He'll step inside. Good fake, but the shot won't fall. And the rebound for McShannon, and up ahead, Caltabiano. Blocked by Pearson. A foul is called. That's soft. But I guess they're going to say Pearson led with the body instead of the hand. So that'll be a foul, and Caltabiano at the line for 2. For Pearson, that's his 2nd. Caltabiano quiet tonight with 2 points. Stay that way as he misses the 1st. Jeremiah McShann back on for Lake Creek as he comes on for Cody Puckett, who has 3. Second one, Caltabiano. He misses them both. So Hornets catch a break. Lead is still 5 for Lake Creek. Ricino thought about hitting that one from New Waverly that time. A dump inside, Washington. Finds Ennis outside, triple. That's off the heel. Washington fighting for the rebound. That should be off of Lake Creek, and it will remain with Huntsville. Minute 1 off the game clock, and Lake Creek still maintaining this 5-point lead if you're just tuning back in. Huntsville, another opportunity here. Lob out to Pearson. Pearson driving downhill, spinning around against Caltabiano. Contested 2, and it goes. Lead back to 3 for Lake Creek. McShann looking for a quick answer, finds his brother, and he knocks it down. Jay McShann with 4 points, and we're right back where we were. Pearson thought about it. Give and go from Washington. Pearson nearly reached in on. Washington wanted to take the long 3. He'll step inside. Long step using that frame, but a whistle and a foul. It's on Jay McShann. McShann's first, and the team's second. And they'll put the big man, Washington, at the line. The big man can't knock down the first. Hornets never really went to, I don't know if they rightfully went to the line in that first half. They never did, so this is the Hornets' first trip. And Washington splits it. Lead back to 4. Huntsville back into their press. And Lake Creek able to break through. Jay McShann to the rack. Couldn't get the friendly roll. Offensive rebound. Caltabiano. That won't go either. And Caltabiano now clutching his ankle here on the back end. Hornets have an advantage here with Pearson, a triple. That's off the front. And they're going to call a foul, and they're going to have to stop play. It is going to be on Jordan Ennis, it looks like, but now the attention is on Holden Caltabiano of Lake Creek. Training staff out to tend to him. Clock stops with 6:06 to play in this third quarter. As Caltabiano, he'll be helped up here by the training staff, and he will come off the floor. He will go right back to the locker room for Lake Creek. So a big piece for the Lions now out of the ball game for the time being. You hate to see anybody go down on either side. Again, the foul was on Jordan Ennis for the over the back, working against Caden Puckett. And it gives it back to Lake Creek. Deep in the backcourt right now is Lake Creek. They are slowly going to run out of time here. That's got to be 10 seconds, but they don't. Jeremiah McShann with a bounce to his brother. Inside Anderson, pumps. Steps through, and the 2, that will go. Anderson now with 7, and the lead out to 6 for Lake Creek. Hornets have just not been able to get a stop. Washington pumped the 3, skipped it for Ennis. He'll run inside, and he's bumped from behind. Foul's going to be on William Lyles. Looks like, is he on the floor right now? No. Actually, not certain. Actually, they're going to call that on, well, I'm waiting for them to put it up on the scoreboard here. Not certain who the referee held up there. I think they're going to call that on Jay McShann, it looks like, judging from the clutched fist that he showed. No, they call it on his brother, Jeremiah McShann, who picks up his first. It's the team's third either way, and was in the act of shooting. So Jordan Ennis to the line for some big free throws. And he left the first one short. So Huntsville, their second opportunity to the line. They are now 1 for 3 at the stripe. Ennis will at least try to split it. He does. Ennis's first points of the night. And the lead back to 5. Now can the Hornets get a stop? McShann to Anderson, and they do get it across half court. Back in the hands of McShann. Skips to the corner. Caden Puckett 3. That will not go. Washington the rebound. Ricino trying to weave through traffic. Will settle things down. Keeping his dribble. Backdoor. Pearson to the corner for Butler's Washington. Ennis. He'll step inside, and the ball stripped away. And easy does it layup here for Caden Puckett. And the lead out to the biggest for Lake Creek. It's 7. Pearson trying to do it himself. Finds Risano. Thought about the 3. Instead, it's to Ennis. Now to Washington, the big man. The Hornets need it, but they don't get it. Ennis, the offensive rebound. Risano pumps. Thought about the long 2. Back to Washington. Now to Butler. Floater blocked. Washington runs it back down. Back to Butler. His 3. That's short. The rebound, McShann. Lots of opportunities there for the Hornets. Just couldn't cash in. Now they're desperate in need of a stop. If they can't get a stop here, I'm expecting a timeout. 4:14 remaining in the third, and the Hornets down 7. Anderson, long range 3. Holy smokes. And the lead is 10 for the Lions. Hornets got to get the way to stop the bleeding. That'll help. Risano with 12 points to lead the way, and the lead has been back to single digits with 3:45 remaining in the third. Caden Puckett steps inside, and the shot rims in and out. And they're going to count the basket as Washington got his hand caught up in the netting. That'll bring a line change here for Huntsville. Chad Johnson along with Chris Hudson into the game for the first time tonight, along with Trey Williams. That sends Ennis, Washington, and Butler to the bench. With the Hornets down 9, some of their stars have to come out for a moment, so we'll see if some of the bench players can start to heat up for the Hornets. Johnson pumps. Underneath to Williams. Offensive foul. That's on Trey Williams, his first and the team's third. Substitution for Lake Creek, Bryce Sayers is on for Jay McShann. Oh, throwaway here for Lake Creek. Chance for the Hornets. Risano, foul and the basket. How about this kid? $14 points for Chris Risano. He's got half of them for the Hornets tonight. And he's to the line for a big bonus free throw, hoping that sparks some life into the green and white here. And he can't get the second one. Williams fighting for the rebound. It is out of bounds. Last touch by Lake Creek, and it will go back to Huntsville. Good job, Trey Williams. Junior post player stepping in there to grab that rebound and at least force Lake Creek to knock it out. Be an inbound for the Hornets, way out to Johnson. Johnson got it to Pearson. Free throw line jumper, well short, and the rebound for Jeremiah McShann. So the lead remains 7 for Lake Creek, but they want to push the issue. It's Caden Puckett trapped underneath by Risano, threw it away. Pearson trying to hang on to it, but lost it, and Caden Puckett easy does it. The lead back to 9 for Lake Creek with 2:45 remaining in the third. Missed opportunity there for Huntsville to at least try to respond on the offensive end. Risano thought about it. Now pulls it off the front and back, and the rebound Anderson. Almost had the touch, just a little short on that shot. Here's Melanson with it. Skipped it to the corner, and the 3 for Lake Creek off the side of the backboard, carried right back to Caden Puckett. He'll pull it back out with the Hornets in a deficit. Risano pokes it away. And he'll drive and throw it down with 2 hands. Risano having an excellent ball game, doing all he can to keep Huntsville in the fight. Melanson to Puckett, sets his feet, poked from behind, stays with Lake Creek. Cody Puckett returns, as well as Jay McShann. That will send to the bigs Bryce Sayers and Owen Melanson to the bench. Pearson and Williams, they will exit. Washington and Conte, they will come in, as well as Ennis. McShann, layup won't go. Ball's on the deck. Johnson away with it. Up for Ennis, and a reach-in foul is called on Cody Puckett. And Puckett on senior night has picked up his 4th. Minute 47 remaining in the third, and the Hornets are down 7. That was the 5th foul for Lake Creek, so that will mean free throws for the Hornets. Some big ones here for Jordan Ennis. Got to find a way to get the lead back down to 5. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network as Ennis knocks down the first free throw. 37-31, substitution. Junior Benitez into the ballgame for the first time tonight as Scott Peak having to go deep into his bench. With Cody Puckett exiting with 4 fouls. Second one for Ennis. He misses the second. Ball's on the deck, though. Conte running after it. Got it out for the Hornets. Ennis in the corner for 3. That won't go, in the rebound for McShann. Hornets taking some nice shots, just not getting the friendliest of bounces. That would have been huge. The lead is 6 for Lake Creek. 90 seconds remaining in the third. Puckett out to Anderson. He looks up at the clock. Looking for an option here, and a low double pass to Jeremiah McShann. Now to his brother Jay. Thought about the 3, he wanted it. Anderson will take it instead. That's off the heel, and a rundown for the Hornets. Good stuff there from Chris Hudson. Chad Johnson across the midline. Bump from behind by Benitez. Fakes for Hudson, and now it's back to Johnson inside a minute. Hornets down 6. Ennis steps inside. Runner, not the touch. Washington got it. Layup, that will fall for Jabari Washington. Now we have another stoppage here. They call the technical foul on Huntsville. Looks like that's the case. So that's unfortunate for Huntsville as they were able to get the lead down to 4. Substitution for Lake Creek, Stone Carter into the ballgame for Benitez, and Axel Anderson at the line for the technicals. It'll be Lake Creek ball either way. Anderson's first free throw, got it. And the second one for Anderson, got them both. So the lead back out to 6 for Lake Creek, and they have possession. I'm not certain who they called the technical on, and they didn't put it up on the board. Either way, we play on. The Hornets down 6, 44.1 remaining in this third. Still 8 minutes and change left to be played in this ball game, so Huntsville not out of it by any stretch. They've got to play some better basketball in the fourth quarter if they want to win. Jeremiah McShann looking for an option, and its final outlet, it's Stone Carter. 40 seconds for Lake Creek, and now the Hornets are going to start double teaming here and try to force Lake Creek to pull up a shot. Caden Puckett, who's been big in this third quarter for Lake Creek, nearly turned over. Anderson looks up, 25 seconds left. They're going to try and back everybody off and hold for the final shot. Anderson, that's Jay McShann, got Washington to jump. Floater won't go. Ball's batted around. We got a foul going the other way, or is it on Huntsville? No, they're going to call it on Chris Hudson. Oh no, it is going to be on Lake Creek. Initial look there, he was pointing at Hudson. No, I see what he's doing. He's pointing at the shooter. He was going to point at the shooter. That is Hudson to take the shots. So the foul is on Jay McShann. McShann has picked up his second. And with the bonus free throws here, it's going to be actually Chad Johnson taking the free throws. It's going to be 24. Chris Hudson taking them. That's what we thought. 15 seconds on the game clock in this third quarter. Huntsville down 39-33. It's a big free throws here for the junior guard, Chris Hudson. And the first one is short. Hornets not out of the fight. Been down in the second half the whole way. Hudson, the second one. That one too strong. Conte fought for the offensive rebound but couldn't get it. It will go back to Lake Creek. 14.5 on the game clock. Hornets now need to clamp down on defense. Caden Puckett to inbound. And a baseball pass. You don't want to do that against Conte. Wide receiver in football. Hornets get the ball. It's Johnson with 8 seconds. And a body bump foul on Caden Puckett. Caden Puckett has picked up his first, and that's going to put Chad Johnson at the free throw line. An interesting choice there by Lake Creek to throw it up with Conte defending. Wide receiver in football, as I mentioned, he can get up there and then some. You don't want to do that, and Conte made him pay. Now Johnson got to knock down these free throws. .5 on the game clock. Hornets down 6. And it'll stay that way as Johnson just can't get the first to go. Some missed opportunities for the Hornets at the free throw line tonight. Johnson at least try to split the trip. And he will. 5-point game. Johnson's first points of the night. Now if you're the Hornets, you don't want to foul. Jeremiah McShann looks up, dumps it off Anderson. 3 at the horn, off the heel. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end. Hornets get a good stop there on that last play. They find themselves down 5 like they were at the halftime break. Got to find a way to rally in the fourth and final quarter of play for the Huntsville Hornets if they want to end this regular season on the highest of notes. Fourth quarter next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
Welcome back here to Montgomery, Texas. Fourth and final quarter of play, ready to get rolling momentarily as the Hornets find themselves down 5, going to the final 8 minutes. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Glad to have you with us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. I want to remind you this broadcast of Huntsville Hornets basketball is brought to you by Bill Fink Ford. No bull, just good deals. And by AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility. And by Frank's Taco Station in Riverside. Country Kitchen. Tacos and more. And it is going to be Lake Creek basketball out of the timeout. And off we go for the final 8 minutes. Hornets have got to play some elite basketball to try and wrestle the lead away from these Lions who've led the whole way tonight. Really in the second half. Anderson's layup, though, will get things started for Lake Creek. He's got 11 points. Ennis with the ball. It's starters out there right now for the Hornets. Pearson trying to get going, lost the handle of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Lake Creek. And we'll stay with Huntsville. Huntsville just feeling a little out of sync right now on offense. Brett Butler out of that side of that three he had in the first quarter. He's been quiet. He gets the inbound here. Washington lost it on the bobble. Anderson wanted the backdoor play, nothing there. And we're going to call a foul here. That is going to be, not certain, that's on Butler. They say it's a second in the ball game. I have him as 3, but either way, we play on. Hornets down 7 with 7:26 left to go in this fourth. Touched out of bounds by Pearson. All it's going to take for Huntsville to really get going here is just they've been so good this season at forcing turnovers. They can start getting a few to go their way and some breakaway baskets. They'll be able to claw away here at Lake Creek. McShann looking for an inbound. He finds Caden Puckett. Puckett double teamed here. Nearly threw it away, but Anderson has it. Now Jeremiah McShann with some patience here. Trying to go backdoor, nothing there. McShann dumps it off for Anderson. 7:07 to play in the fourth, and the Hornets are down 7. Now whistle and a foul. That's on Pearson. Pearson has picked up his third. And the second foul on the Hornets here in the fourth. And another inbound coming up for Lake Creek. Owen Melanson to check it in. Hansen looking for an option. Tried to lob it to Anderson, but Pearson runs it down. Hornets get the turnover they needed. Ricino pumps. Keeps his footing. Nice move. Layup goes. Ricino! The fancy footwork to get McShann off balance in the lead 5. And another foul called on Huntsville. That one's on Ennis, his third. Ricino with 16 points. He's had a great night tonight. That's a backcourt violation. And Lake Creek with a costly turnover as the McShanns took the inbound. They were already in the front court, and he threw it to his brother in the backcourt. Jay Oliphant making sure the officials knew that. The lead is 5 for Lake Creek. Hornets need a quality shot. Can they get it from their Pearson? No. It's nearly thrown away, but Ricino runs it down. Keeping his dribble. They say he double dribbled. Another costly turnover for the Hornets gives it back to Lake Creek. Hornets down 5. 6:27 remaining in this fourth quarter in the season finale. It's Caden Puckett deep in the backcourt. Pushes it into the front. He'll back it out between the circles and now steps inside. McShann, layup, got it to go. Or rather, Puckett. He's now got 10 points. The lead back to 7 for Lake Creek. Ricino, a 3. Yes! Timeout, Jay Oliphant. Ricino with 19 points, playing the game of his young career, and he's keeping Huntsville in this one all by his lonesome. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. This broadcast of Huntsville Hornets basketball is brought to you by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line, and by Faith Baptist Church of Riverside. Faith Baptist is a growing church in Riverside, Texas, off FM 405, full of love and the Holy Spirit. About 19 points for Ricino. Playing lights out right now, and that 3 was huge. It's cut the lead to the closest it's been since the second quarter. 5:56 remaining in the fourth. Huntsville down 4 and Lake Creek with the basketball. Anderson with the ball for the Lions, up 4. McShann in the backcourt into the front court for Caden Puckett. Skips it. Butler read it perfectly. Tipped it to Pearson. To the rack. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jeremiah McShann, his second. And Pearson hit the deck hard. And he'll collect himself and go to the line for 2 big free throws. Pearson tonight, 15 points for this senior leader. And these free throws to get Huntsville within 1 possession. And with that foul was on Cody Puckett. He has picked up his 5th and is fouled out on senior night. The Lake Creek fans will give him an ode, and that will bring Owen Melanson into the ball game, giving some size here for Lake Creek. 5:42 remaining in the fourth. Pearson. First free throw is pure, and it is a 1-possession game. One more for the senior guard. Can't get the roll on the second. It's a 3-point lead for Lake Creek. And this Hornet defense has been pressuring in this second half, and it's kept them in this one, along with the play of Risano. Anderson at the center court logo finds McShann. That's Jeremiah here on the near side. Hornets looking for a stop. McShann wanting to step inside, nothing there. 5:17 remaining in the game. Bodies hit the floor everywhere, and it's going to be out of bounds to Huntsville. As Axel Anderson hit the deck, I believe Jeremiah McShann ran out of bounds because of that. Now a timeout has been called by Lake Creek. Full timeout, so we'll take it with him. Waning moments here in Montgomery, 5:15 to play in the fourth. Hornets down 3.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome you back to Montgomery, where the Hornets are down 43-40. And by the way, I think going here, it's going to be a timeout for Lake Creek, and they're going to hang on to the ball, I believe is what's going to be called, as it didn't look like that Jeremiah McShann ran out of bounds before that last play. So I believe Scott Peak was able to get a timeout in, and it will be Lake Creek basketball. Or no, it is going to be Huntsville basketball. So he did run out of bounds. So it does go the way of the Hornets. And they can get within one or tie this game up with a 3. A second half that has been dominated by Lake Creek. Jordan Ennis with the ball for Huntsville. Dumps it to Pearson. Inside. Tried to bounce it to Washington. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Lake Creek. And Owen Melanson. Oh, baby. Houston Hardcastle tuning in from back home in Huntsville. The voice of Lady Hornet basketball. Thanks for tuning in, Houston. Congrats to your win the other night. Pearson, step back, 3 for the tie. That's off the heel. The rebound for McShann. Quickly up ahead to Melanson. The handoff back to Anderson. One possession game. Washington picks it off. And the ball's now on the deck, and it's back to Lake Creek. To the corner. Puckett thought about the 3. Bumps off of Pearson. Finds Anderson. Trying to step through. High runner. Pops in and out. Washington rips it off the rim. And a foul called on Jeremiah McShann, his 3rd, and the team's 2nd of the quarter. 4.5 to play in the 4th. Also good to have Heather Early tuning in. Huntsville graduate and now on our staff here at KSAM. Thanks for tuning in, Heather. Here's Ennis. To Risano, who's been hot with 19 points. Drive to the rack. Count it for Risano. He's got 21. Running out of space on my score sheet for that young man. And the lead is 1. And they're going to call a pushing foul on Brett Butler. Butler's 3rd and the team's 4th. So now if you're Huntsville, one more foul is going to put Lake Creek at the line for the rest of the night. Huntsville's got some of the momentum, but they've got to find a way to get a stop. It's a lob to Anderson, and he threw it away, does Lake Creek. And a chance for Huntsville to claw their way all the way back and take the lead. We're halfway home in the 4th, and the Hornets are down 1. Dre Murray barking out instructions. Ennis wanting to go to work, he lost it. Melanson to Anderson. Blocking foul, no shot. But it will be free throws for Lake Creek. And for Aiden Pearson, that is his 4th. Just didn't get the feet set in time. And that will put Axel Anderson at the free throw line with 3:51 remaining in the 4th. Knocked down 2 technical free throws a few moments ago. First free throw is pure for Anderson. Bryce Sayers back in for Lake Creek. He comes on for Melanson. Anderson to make this a 3-point game once again. He does. Ennis at the point for the Hornets as we are nearing the finish. Ennis keeping the dribble. Down to Teresino. It's poked away by McShann. Ball won't go. McShann got it back, though. Should have been a travel, and now a foul is called. Foul is on Chris Risino. That is his third. And free throws for Jeremiah McShann. I mean, come on. I mean, you got to call that. When you shuffle your feet in basketball, even if you slide, it's a travel. And McShann at the line for two. Misses the first. Getting down to the nitty-gritty of this one tonight. Didn't really talk about this game coming down to free throws, and it looks like that's the case tonight. McShann missed the first, misses the second, but his brother got the rebound and threw it away. The Hornets catch another break. They've turned it over on the last couple of possessions. Gotta find a way to heat up. Ennis to Pearson. He'll step inside, kick to Butler. Offensive foul is called, and Pearson is fouled out. So Pearson's going to have to exit. He's had a great night, 16 points. So someone else is going to have to come off the bench here for the Hornets. The Hornets still find themselves down 3. It's going to have to be Chad Johnson that'll come on for Pearson. So here is Lake Creek basketball. It's on the offensive side, so no free throws for Lake Creek. Anderson backing down here in the backcourt, finds Caden Puckett. He'll run up this one. The bounce to Sayers and back to Anderson, who will try to eat up some of the clock here for Lake Creek. Still a one-possession game here in Montgomery with 3 minutes remaining. Anderson a drive, kicked it to the corner, Puckett a three. Too long. Ennis the rebound. Young sophomore trying to keep his footing. He's going to have to step up here for the Hornets. He's fouled, and he is going to the line for two. 2:47 remaining in the fourth, and some big free throws for the sophomore guard. Fouls on Axel Anderson, who picks up his first foul of the night, the team third for Lake Creek. Some big ones here for Jordan Ennis. Misses the first. Hornets, though, even on the missed free throws on the second one, they've been able to wrestle some rebounds away. Ennis trying to split the trip, and he does. The lead is 2. Ennis now with 3. A substitution for Scott Peak will bring Melanson back to the game. Comes on for Bryce Sayers. 2-point game here in Montgomery, 45-43. Hornets with no fouls left to give. Lake Creek with 1. Anderson in the backcourt, got it across. Now they'll try to play keep away. Double team. It's McShann has a lane, nearly traveled. Found Puckett outside. Johnson hits the deck but gets back up. Anderson looked up, thought about the three. It's a 2-point lead for Lake Creek with 2:20 remaining in the game. Anderson downhill, working against Johnson. Get it back outside the arc. Screen coming from Jay McShann. He's going to back everybody off. Time just starting to trickle away here. 2 minutes left. McShann will step in. Corner for Puckett. Puckett tried to bounce it inside. Now it's back to Puckett. Big three. Too strong. Foul's going to be on Lake Creek, it looks like. No. They're going to call it on Huntsville's Jordan Ennis. That's going to be a tough break for Huntsville, as that's going to put Jay McShann at the free throw line. McShann makes the first. Not many numbers down here for Lake Creek, so Huntsville, if they can get a miss here out of McShann, and they do. Now a foul. No, timeout. Jay Oliphant. Full timeout. We'll take it with him for 30 seconds. Lions up 3 in the waning moments here in Montgomery. We'll be back shortly.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Montgomery and Lake Creek High School. The Lions with a 3-point lead on your Hornets. It is going to be Huntsville basketball coming out of this timeout. Some storylines for you. Aiden Pearson is fouled out of this ball game, as Chad Johnson on the floor in place of him amongst the other starters. Chris Risano's had an excellent game tonight. 21 points for him. And Ennis will be the one to take the inbound from the far side, bring it up for Johnson. Working our way to the finish. Hornets down 3, 2 to get within 1, or 3 to tie it. It's Butler. 3 to tie. It's off the left. Washington fighting for the rebound. Risano as well, and it's saved by Lake Creek. Trapped in the backcourt, but they get it to the front court. A bounce to Anderson. The Hornets have got to start putting some pressure on Lake Creek. They're going to try to eat up some of this clock. Nearly thrown away as Puckett goes to Melanson in the corner and back to Puckett. 1:07 remaining now. We're down to the final minute. Puckett trying to eat up some clock for Lake Creek. He'll drive, kick to McShann, and back out to Anderson. 50 seconds now. The Hornets still down 3. Anderson a drive. Inside to McShann. He's fouled. .8 remaining in the game. Hornets down 3 and McShann to the line. Savion Conte waiting at the scorer's table to check in. Free throw for McShann. The first one is pure. Conte, he will check in as the foul was on Jordan Ennis, so he has fouled out of the game. Second one for McShann, got them both. 5-point lead, Lake Creek. Hornets got to move with some urgency here. Butler to Johnson. And off to Risano. He's been hot tonight, takes a high Euro step, but the layup won't go. Now, if you're the Hornets, you got to foul. 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Risano whistled for the foul. And Risano's picked up his fourth. And 2 shots for Axel Anderson, and if he knocks down either of these, that'll most likely do it. Anderson got the friendly roll. Six-point lead once again for Lake Creek. Anderson got them both. Johnson quickly into the front court. Got to get going here. He'll look to drive downhill. He finds Butler. Got to pull up. 16 seconds left. Aricino behind the back. Hornets running out of time here. Tried to dump it to Washington, and it's back to Lake Creek. Lake Creek's going to come away with a win on senior night. They win it 50-43. So that now forces a tie out of District 17 5A for that number 2 spot as Huntsville, they fall tonight. They will finish 8-4 in district, so will Lake Creek, and we'll have more details for you about that in the days to come. But Huntsville falling short tonight here in Montgomery, 50-43. Post-game wrap-up coming up next.
With the new year comes great things, and here at Wiesner in Huntsville, that means lower prices. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, and we're starting the year out by giving our best deals around. Come in and get a 2025 Chevy Colorado starting at only $29,995, or a 2025 Chevy Malibu starting at only $25,995, and get 1.9% APR. Need a full-size truck? Take up to $8,000 off a 2025 half-ton crew cab. Ask dealer for details right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Take advantage of the great inventory here at Wiesner Chevrolet, or visit us online at wiesnerhuntsville.com.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Hello folks, this is Lance Williams, Associate Pastor at Faith Baptist Church. Are you looking for a place to learn more about God? If so, come see us. Sunday school starts at 9:45 a.m. with our service beginning at 10:45 a.m. Sunday night prayer meeting at 6 p.m. We also serve a meal Wednesday evening beginning at 6 p.m. with Bible study following at 7 p.m. All are welcome, so come see us. Faith Baptist Church, Riverside, 1301 FM 405. Go Hornets!
Folks, this is Frank Oliveris, Marine Corps veteran and owner of Frank's Tackle Station and Cafe, Riverside, Texas. Come on out to Frank's, where we welcome you like family and invite you to try some of our favorites, like the Frank's Bacon Cheeseburger, Brisket Kojo Taco, Chicken Fried Steak, Baked Potatoes, and more. At Frank's, there is something on the menu for the whole family. Frank's, the home of the loaded train, offers dine-in or carry-out. We are open Monday through Saturday, or call in your order at 936-594-8139. See you soon, and as always, we love you in Christ Jesus.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. Tough one tonight for the Huntsville Hornets, falling to Lake Creek 50-43. I'm Carlos Zimmermann, hanging out with y'all tonight. Just a tough one to swallow for the Hornets. Just a couple of key mistakes down the stretch, missed free throws, and a couple of shots that just didn't fall their way in the final moments of this ballgame against Lake Creek. So Huntsville now will look ahead to the postseason the first time again in 3 years. This loss doesn't really hurt them, other than the sense that now they'll likely either have a play-in game with Lake Creek or they're going to flip to see who is going to be the one getting the 2 seed or the 3 seed out of District 17 5A. So we don't know that information right now as to how it's going to pan out, but Huntsville Hornet Athletics on Facebook will be sure to pass it along to you guys as it becomes available for the Hornets' first-round matchup coming up next week. So you don't want to miss out on that. Again, check out Huntsville Hornet Athletics on Facebook, and we'll be sure to share that with you on KSAM Sports on Facebook as well. Well, we got to get out of here as they're going to be shutting down things here pretty soon, as Jay Oliphant talking with the coaching staff of Lake Creek to try and get it all sorted out. And like we said, we'll bring you more info in the coming days as to where Huntsville Hornet basketball will be playing in the first round of the UIL 5A by-district playoffs on the boys' side. But it gives us an opportunity to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, where the Lady Hornets are going to be playing in their second round matchup, as they have put it live on their Facebook. If I recall correctly, indeed they will. They are going to be taking on Barbers Hill on Saturday at C.E. King Middle School. Again, C.E. King Middle School is where they're going to be playing. It's the area round matchup for the Lady Hornets taking on Barbers Hill Saturday night, 6 p.m. And we are waiting to hear back from the UIL if we will have video rights to that ball game, so we'll be sure to pass that along to you. But again, Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball in the area round taking on Barbers Hill at King Middle School. Either way, if we have video or not, Houston Hardcastle will be there to bring you the call on Saturday. Well, we're going to hop out of here as, again, your final tonight, Huntsville falls short 50-43 to Lake Creek. Tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Hornet basketball on the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private... Well, Jay's here. Let's chat with him. Well, before we go, here's Jay Oliphant. Coach, just a tough loss tonight for your boys. Just your thoughts from this one.
We didn't play well. It's been kind of tough for us on the road in district play. We didn't play too well, and of course, sometimes with them being younger, the referees getting their head a little bit, and we just didn't perform.
Well, now you look ahead to the postseason as you guys get there for the first time in 3 years. Just some things you look to clean up as you get ready for the first round matchup next week.
Well, now that we got ourselves in a little bind, so we still don't kind of know what seeding we have, because now we're tied with them for second. So it's kind of depending on what Consol and College Station does tonight. Depends on what we have to do later on this week. We may have to play again come Friday.
All right, well, once that information comes along, we'll be sure to pass it along through Huntsville Hornet Athletics and on the KSAM Sports Facebook as well. Well, Jay, just some outside of that, no matter where you're going to be playing again on Friday, you got a chance to get in the lab for 2 days before you either have to play again on Friday or not. Just what do you hope your guys look to clean up?
I mean, we need to work on free throws for sure. I mean, that's just basically being focused, getting up there, knocking them down. And I thought, they kind of made us play their kind of game tonight. We played kind of half court, which we don't excel at too well. So we have to learn how to push the tempo regardless of whatever the team does against us.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
Oh, yes, sir, thank you.
That's head coach Jay Oliphant giving us his post-game thoughts, and then as you heard him say, potential play-in game on Friday, but we'll pass that information along to you as it becomes available. All right, now we'll say goodbye here from Montgomery and Lake Creek. We again want to remind you this broadcast is copyrighted for the private use of our audience, and the use of this broadcast or any other transmissions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. For our entire Hornet Nation Broadcast Network crew, Michael Cedillo, Stephanie Keele, and Damien Smith, I'm Carlos Zimmermann, wishing you a wonderful rest of your Tuesday evening. And as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow in Stingham Hornets. We'll see you next time on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Good night and God bless from Montgomery.